Welcome back, everybody. So, I do not normally do YouTube videos at the weekend. I usually save them for the week. The only time I'll do a YouTube video is if a big trailer drops or I go and see one of the big movies and I want to do a review on it. But this had to be done today. Now, you're all going to think that I'm going to be serious, that I am well behind watching Stranger Things, and you're damn right I am. Yesterday at work, my boss told me that he watched the first 2 seasons of Stranger Things and he highly recommended it. It's not the first time I've heard of Stranger Things. I have heard of it. I've never watched any of the trailers to it or anything like that. It's just that if I'm going to watch a series, I have to watch it in bulk. So basically binge watch it, which is exactly what I did with this first season. I wasn't going to do it till next week. I woke up really, really early. I decided to go, right, it's like 5 o'clock, pitch black, it's cold, I'm in bed, let's just start watching it. So I did. And I was hooked within the first 20 minutes of watching this season. This series, I should say. Now I said I was going to review this. In my head, I said I'm definitely going to review this. Now I binge watched all 8 episodes, which consist of 15 minutes each, and now I have to try and condense that down into less than 10-minute review. Because if I didn't, it's going to be an over an hour review. But let me put it like this for you. There are not many series that can blow me away as much as this did. At the end of each episode, it just ended on a cliffhanger, and you had to watch the next episode, and that is exactly what I was like this morning. I got to the point of like episode 3, and I was like, oh, I've just got to press stop. I didn't. I watched episode 4, episode 5. You get the picture. Now, trying to review this is going to be very, very difficult, so I'm actually going to switch it from a review to more of an appreciation on how fucking good this series is. And I seriously cannot wait till tomorrow evening when I start binging on season 2. I just love it. I just loved it in every way. I love the way it was brought across. I love the way it was shot. I loved the characters in this, which I'll get into a little bit more in a minute. I just loved every single bit about this season or series, and I can't stress that enough. There's not many series that can blow me away like this. So where do I begin with it? I go straight into it. The characters. Because I binge watched, I literally developed a very, very strong emotional attachment to most of those characters in this series from the get-go. It was because it was constant. I developed them, especially with the kids. The Hopper. You gotta have to pardon if I can't remember all the names. Like I said, I did binge watch, and I have to watch. I'd have to watch it again anyway. And you've got the Sheriff Hopper. But the standout performance for me in this whole season was Winona Ryder's performance. That was a seriously strong performance, especially at the beginning half of this season. So that was very, very strong and very, very well done in my eyes. Extremely well done. I felt the emotion from her. I felt her anxiety, her stress, and I also felt a slight bit of hope that her son was still alive as well. And I actually really got behind that a hell of a lot, and it just added more tension to each episode. The worse she got, the more tension it added, the more emotion it added to this season, and it just got me even more and more hooked. Moving on to the kids' roles, I loved every single one of those kids in there. They had the comedy element in there. It wasn't a huge amount of comedy element in there, but there was enough there to break up the seriousness and the darkness of the tone in the series in certain places. It wasn't complete, it's not dark, but there is a few darker points in this series, and I just got behind them as well. All of them, every single one of them. The characters in this made this series. You see, I'm stuttering. I'm struggling to even put across what's in my head. This is how much I enjoyed it. So, like I said, the characters throughout the series were absolutely fantastic. Seriously loved them all the way through. The Sheriff Hopper, I loved him all the way through. He was very cool, calm, collective most of the way through. And in the last couple of episodes as well, he was really, really cool. It's just, and you got the thing with Sheriff Hopper is that you don't really get to see a massive amount of what happened in his past until the more of the end of the series. And when you see that, you can also, I got the emotion of those scenes with him, his kid, and his wife in the hospital seriously did grab me a lot, a hell of a lot, because I can't even imagine what it's like to go through something like that, and then to try and portray that in an episode or through acting is a very difficult thing. He just pulled it off really, really well. I loved his performance. I loved all the characters' performance. Now, actually going on to the visual part of this, series, it was set in 1983, the year I was born, and it was brilliant. It was just absolutely fantastic. It really, really was. I loved so much about it, like seeing all the old, like the walkie-talkies, the old TVs, the things that kids used to do back in the 80s, and compared to what they do now. I loved watching that because it's basically it kind of reflected my childhood a little bit when I was growing up. I didn't have TVs or a mobile. I used to have to go out and explore myself and see what was around for entertainment and for my own amusement. And I kind of related to that quite a lot. And that's another thing that I actually really, really did enjoy. It was just, it was just fantastic. It really, really was. The plot in this whole season was fucking fantastic. The first 2 episodes, I was guessing about what actually was going on. I didn't know nothing about this series at all. Even when it got brought up yesterday, I didn't know nothing about it. And for the first 2 episodes, I was guessing about what the hell was going on, and then slowly you start to connect the dots, and you start to figure it out, and then it just becomes how this is going to play out. The music in this, there's so much to talk about. It really, really is. The music in this season, I just love the classic 80s kind of electric retro music that they put into this. Was fantastic. You also had the Clash in there as well, which is one of my favourite bands. It's just fantastic. And like I said, this is not a review now so much. It's just an appreciation on actually how well put together this season is in my eyes. Now, I know there's going to be people that agree with me. I'm sure there's going to be some people that don't agree with me and that don't really like the series. People that don't really like the series, fair enough, that's your opinion, but in my eyes, I actually really, really enjoyed it. I cannot wait to start watching season 2 tomorrow night. It is just going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm sure. I did watch a trailer for it. I've never done a trailer reaction to that. I just can't stress how much. There's not many series that can grab my attention as much as this. Like I said, it had its comedy moments, it had its serious moments, it had its even darker moments. It had that emotional roller coaster of a ride, where 1 minute you think, next 1 minute you're up, next thing you're down. It was just so well put together, and I loved the way it was shot as well. I have to put that. It was just everything in this whole complete series I love to absolute bits. Sorry if I kept on waffling on there, but like I said, I was going to try and review it, and I couldn't. It was more of an appreciation. So on that note, please tell me what you think. Put it in the comments down below. Hope you have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. I will do another review for season 2, or probably an appreciation. Now, as I've seen from the trailer, I don't think it's going to disappoint me. Have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care, and goodbye.